the Super Eagles, NFF, through largely released the list of Super Eagles players that will play against Benin Republic and Rwanda in a double header this November. So the first game is going to be against Benin Republic in Abidjan. The second game is going to be against second game is going to be against Rwanda in Uyo. So the camp will open in Abidjan. Then the boys will leave after the game against Benin Republic to play against Rwanda in Uyo. A draw for Nigeria will see Nigeria progress to the next year's AFCON in Morocco. So let's look at the list of players invited for Nigeria. So goalkeeper actually was Stanley Nwabali. It's actually what the goalkeeper, is the first choice now. Maduka Okoye, of Udinese in Italy, and also what Amaso Basoge from Ethiopia is the former Bender Insurance goalkeeper. So, you won't be surprised that Stanley Nwabali was invited because he's the first choice, and also what Maduka Okoye also got the invitation because I think it's the second choice, if not, it can even be the first choice anytime soon. We don't know. So, and defense, we have what Bright Society somewhere, of Fenerbahce in Turkey. We have Kevin Bassey of Fulham FC in England. We have William Emmanuel Ekong of Saudi Arabian League. I'm going to recollect his club side now. We have Olaino of Nottingham Forest in England. We have Bruno Oyemichi of Boavista FC in Portugal. We have Gabriel Osho. I just watched Osho now. He played against Olympic Marseille. So we have Gabriel Osho of AJ Auxerre in France. We have Victor Collins of Nasarawa United. So that's the defense, and also in the midfield, we have Alex Iwobi of Fulham FC. We have Frank Onyeka of Augsburg FC in Germany. We have Alassane Yusuf of New England Revolution in USA. We have Wilfred Didi of Leicester in England. We have Fisaldi Bashiru of SS Lazio in Italy. We have Rafael Nyediga of Club Brugge in Belgium. Forward lines, we have Ademola Lookman of Atlanta in Italy. We have Samuel Chukwueze of AC Milan in Italy. We have Victor Osimhen of Galatasaray FC in Turkey. We have Moses Simon of Nantes FC in France. We have Kelechi Iheanacho of Sevilla FC in Spain. We have Victor Boniface of the Bayern Leverkusen in Germany. We have Umar Sadiq of Real Sociedad in Spain. So let's just move on to. I don't think there's going to be any surprise in this goalkeeping department because these are the guys that we are used to. These are the guys that it was Maduka Okoye that was once first choice, and Francis Orr, and also after Stanley Nwabali. So I don't think there's any surprise in this list. The only thing that people might probably would argue basically was that why is Amaso Basoke there? Is there any record that shows that he's even playing in Ethiopia? Is there any record to show that he's even playing? Don't we have better goalkeepers in the Nigerian league that can actually come and play instead of what Amaso Basoke? So that is the only question mark in the goalkeeping department. But in all honesty too, I don't think that Abaso Masoge will play any game in this qualifier because he's the third choice. Except, God forbid, Maduka Okoye, God is irregular. Yes, irregular in Ethiopia. Okay. Maduka Okoye, what's it called? Amaso. If Maduka Okoye, I just pray that nobody gets injured. I think that it should be fine. So in defenders too, I'm not surprised that Sai Samuel actually got called up. I think it's the undisputed second choice to Olaino in the right back position. Kevin Bassey is like probably one of our best defender, central defender. Ekong is the leader of the team. Nobody will argue against even he's playing in Saudi Arabia, but nobody will argue against this invitation. Is and also Olaino. Olaino is probably one of the best. Is probably the best right back currently now in England. So I don't think you can actually argue against this invitation. So Bruno Yembechi, currently we are not really blessed that much. in in the left back position for now. Our first choice left back is still out injured. I don't think he's injured. I think he's back with the reserve team in Porto. That is Zidane Sanusi. And second choice is I don't know, Bruno Yemechi. So he's going to get called up. Olaina can also play that position along with Kevin Bassi. But I'm not surprised that Bruno Yemechi got called up because he has been decent under Osnego Avon since he actually took over. So Gabriel Osho, he was invited during the Finidi George era, against Ghana, but he did not make the team because he got injured, when playing for Luton Town then in the Premier League. So now he's back. I saw him today against Olympic Marseille. He was so good. I showed him possession. It was tough in his tackles. He was reading play very well. He did well against Olympic Marseille today. So I think they won the game too. Because after 3-1, towards the 88 minutes or so, I stopped watching it. So you can remind me. Let me just try and double check. I think they won I watched it the 88 minutes. So, which I think that should be enough for them. They led it by 3-1. So yeah, they won by 3-1. Yeah, thank you. They won by 3-1. So it was good. I showed in possession and did well. So Victor Collins is the only controversial selection I see in this team. I just think that a lot of people argue that is Victor Collins the best defender in Nigerian league. For me, I think even the Remo captain Unduka Jr. is better than Victor Collins. I can tell you that till down to the bank, the Remo captain Unduka Jr. is better than Victor Collins. But he got called up. He was in Latvia. He was in Latvia. I think he went to, was it Bangladesh or so? No, he went to one other country, then returned back to the NPFL. He has even played only 3 games in the NPFL, but somehow he got invited. I know that he will not play. I know that Victor Collins will not play, but I just think that why can't we bring a young defender that can just come and understudy what they are doing here before because for me, I just think that you're just trying to waste the slot. Is it inviting Victor Collins to encourage home-based players? I don't think it justified that invitation, in my own opinion. But I'm not the NFF. It's now left for the NFF to actually it's left for him to prove himself. So let me just try okay, thank you. He played for Iraq. He played in Iraq. Thank you. So let me just take some comments again. Since AFCON 2025 will happen in December, will it count towards African Player of the Year in 2025? I don't think so. African Player of the Year, I think they stop around November. They can only consider them till November, so I don't think it's going to count. Just saw that the club played 3 at the back. Do you still think Eguavon may have continued 3 at the back against Benin? Probably, I think so. I think if Eguavon wants to play away from home, he might probably have to play 3 at the back. I just think that Nigeria look comfortable and we are more assured when playing 3 at the back. So Amas won't see the ball. Okay, it's really underrated invite. So yeah, Osimhen moved to England. So our groups in the World Cup and AFCON qualifiers are so favorable. Even if we're told to choose our opponents, we would not have actually added better. Our World Cup position is due to carelessness. I agree with you on that. Why can't they call Felix Agu? I don't know why they can't call Felix Agu. I think Felix Agu case is like a broken record. I don't think. I think it requires someone that really have interest in the player for them to call him up. For me, I think Felix Agu can play, and I think that he's ripe to play for Nigeria. He came out and said it openly that he's ready to play for Nigeria. Is he good enough? For me, I think he's good enough. For me, I think Felix Agu is better than Bruno Himeji, if I'm not mistaken. I think he's better than Bruno Himeji. So that's my opinion. So I think at least he should get a call up for Nigeria. So let me now move on to the midfielders. The midfielders are actually Alex Iwobi, Frank Onyeka, Alassane Yusuf, Ndidi, Dele Bashiru, and Raphael Onyedika. So, for me, you cannot argue Alex Iwobi invitation. I think he's one of the most, very regular player in national team, and and also he's now a singer. He's now a musician. I saw him actually singing and everything. In his new album. Well done. At least he's planning for life after football. That's very important. Frank Onyeka too. He was going to always get the invitation. Alassane Yusuf, debatable. He's playing well for New England Revolution, but ah, why can't we? Since it's like a double header, if we draw against Benin Republic and return against Rwanda in Uyo, why can't we try someone like Uche Crisantos just to try him? It's not just to try him, just for him. Because, for example, now the way it is now, Alassane Yusuf might not even play any of those two games. Why can't you try? Why can't you try Uche Crisantos? At least just try him. Why can't you try him? So I don't know. I don't know the motive behind that invitation. And we have Wilfred Ndidi. He's a regular in the team. Fede Bashiru, has been a Guafon's trusted ally, so he must be there. It's called the winning goal against Libya in Uyo. And also to Rafael Onyedika too, has to actually be there. He has been part of the team. He's got more invites than caps. Rafael Onyedika has got more Super Eagles invites than caps. We just hope that he can actually make use of this opportunity. So, forward, Ademola Lookman, the soon-to-be African Player of the Year. No, if Lookman did not make this list, I think there's going to be a riot in the NFF because he has to be there. Samuel Chukwueze too. Samuel Chukwueze has to be there despite his epileptic form in AC Milan. I think he has to still be there. Victor Osimhen, the current African Player of the Year. Anytime Victor Osimhen is fit, Victor Osimhen will play. Moses Simon, Moses Simon has been very important for the national team. It was instrumental to the winning goal against Libya in Uyo. So why do you think he will not be there? He will be there. He will be there. He will be invited. So and Christian scored his first goal for Sevilla FC again in the Copa del Rey. He likes to score in cup games, so I got invited too. For me, since Guavon took over, I don't think he has been using Iheanacho. He has been bench, but I think Iheanacho is just someone that Guavon really likes. I think that's why I keep on actually getting the invite. Victor Boniface is he's going to get the invite. He deserves to actually be there. He's been one of the Nigerian best forward in Europe, and also Umar Sadiq. Umar Sadiq have been a bench player this this season. He has never scored any goal this season. He did not merit this invitation. True to be said, Umar Sadiq did not merit to be in this national team. I also agree too that maybe he's coming to replace Awoniyi. If you put the two of them side by side, this season, I don't think you can even compare Umar Sadiq's performance with Taiwo Awoniyi, despite that Taiwo Awoniyi is just coming back from injury. For me, I don't think Kelechi and Umar Sadiq deserve to be in this team, to be in this forward line. In the midfield, only Alassane Yusuf, but I understand why he's there. But for Umar Sadiq and Kelechi Iheanacho, I don't think they deserve to be there. I don't know. Maybe there's issue with Dessers, but I think that Siri Dessers actually still have like a take with this national team, like still do something with this national team. For me, I think Tolu Arokodare, not sure. The reason why you see all these guys is because Polonash is not active. It's not actually active. That's why you see all these guys there. Because if he's like in Turkey scoring goals too, or not should have been invited. So for me, we used to have like strikers that can score goals and everything. But if you look at this team, the only person we can argue to be there is probably Siri Dessers. For me, I think Tolu Arokodare still needs to work more on himself. I think Umar Sadiq and Kelechi Iheanacho do deserve to be there. If they invite the Siri Dessers, did I think he's going to play? I doubt that too. If they invite if they actually invite Umar Sadiq, I think he's going to actually. If they invite Alkudare, I think he's going to actually play. I don't think so too. But I just think that if you keep on inviting players that are not playing and are not even scoring goals, others will argue that I don't know the criteria of inviting these players, because others will think that, oh, why now am I not being invited? If you can sit on the bench and be getting invitations to national team, for me, even yes, even if it's this thing, yeah, for me, yeah, for me, I think Awoni is better than. I don't know why. Maybe he excused himself that he doesn't want to be there. I don't have any first-hand information to that, but for me, I think I wouldn't meant to actually be in this team. So, and that is the list. And what's your opinion? Let me just take comments quickly. Today, we're going to be very fast today. We have spent 30 minutes already. So, can Sadiq request to be loaned to? Yes. Let me just address this question. Umar Sadiq, to be fair to him, he demanded to move to Getafe. He demanded to move. He asked to move to Getafe during the transfer window. I don't know why they did not release him. So he also wants to play football. It's not as if he's comfortable staying on the bench in Sociedad. He wanted to move to Getafe. Getafe were looking for striker. He wanted to move to Getafe. I did not know why the move did not materialize. But I think Umar Sadiq will move, and Emmanuel Dennis, both of them will move this January. To be honest. So thinking about CAF successful point. Thanking CAF for successful point. Thank you. So because next year's World Cup straight up. Yes, for real. Okay. David doesn't even know I have it up now. Yeah, that's it. He wanted to move to Getafe. So let me just take some comments here. Arokodare, Olatungi, Desas, Akbom, Ilenikena deserves to be there. For me, Akbom is not even playing regularly now in Ajax, but anytime, any day, Akbom is a good player. He's a good player. I Smith Lai, why is he invited? Yeah, he just got invited. In fact, he got a one-on-one chance in their last La Liga game against Empty Post. He missed it. so he's something that's somebody said that and Taiwo, let me just put that comment here. Said that Uche Crisantos and Antonio together, are two midfielders that should get invitation. I also agree too that at least if he was, for me, I'm there to get, yeah. For him to come and look at what they are doing, I think he's going to grow to a very good player. I'm just to get it's going to be a very good player in the near future. He might not be there yet, but I think I'm just to get he's going to grow to be a very good player in the future. So, Desas, Ogedino, Uche, and Ago would have been better than Sadiq, Kelechi, Collins, and Yusuf. Yeah, that would have been very good invitation. I have to be honest with you about that. So, Taiwo Kwande said that at least Siri Desas, Toluwashe, Arokodare, Victor Latungi, Josh Maja should have been invited. Even instead of that Collins guy, if you invite Igbo Ogu, it's not better than for you to go and invite that Collins guy. If we invite Igbo Ogu, I think it's even better. It's even better. So, Craig said that I Smith Lai, why is he not invited? Because I think I don't think he's on merit. I don't think he got invited on merit. Maybe because of his personal relationship with Austin Eguavon. That's why he's there. For me, I don't think he actually would merit to be there. Josh Manja has been doing well for West Bromwich Albion too. I think that he's also a very good player, a poacher. But, when you don't have a foreign manager, someone that is very fair with the selection, it's going to be very hard for you to get, a nearly perfect list. So if France can drop Mbappe, then inviting Umar should have not been serious. Yeah. We're not really serious. And I saw a news today too that Umar Sadiq, somebody posted on his story on his page why Umar Sadiq should not be invited. And Umar Sadiq, with his official accounts, he went to reply this person. I said that he paying you. For me, I think that if you keep on, replying fans like that, it's going to get distracted. For me, I think the most important thing is for him to, look for ways to actually to work and get back to his best, and also do well for Nigeria. So for me, I don't think he needs to go and reply anybody on this thing. I think that is not professional of him. I think they need to talk to him very well about that. For him to use his official page to go and reply someone, I don't think is good enough. It's not a good sign at all. It's not a good sign at all. I think our people should learn how to use social media. It's very important. I know that he might have a personal beef against this person, but sometimes, sometimes he just needs to calm down slightly. So, is there anything deep going on with these players getting invited? See, I don't know. That's why, if you have been following African football, nearly all national team managers come out to defend their list, but we still have the same people in Nigeria thinking that it's not right for you to have a press conference. At least announce your list through a press conference so that people can ask you questions about why do you think this player got invited. But in Nigeria, they will drop lists like if they're dropping commissioners' list, they will run away because they know that what they did on the list is not fair. So that is it. So that is that. So when I bring people on too, you can comment on any of the topics we discussed today. The first topic was about Parobo. About Parobo, he actually was Parobo Ariri. He moved to Norway, and also discussed about Victor Osimhen, exploits with Galatasaray. I discussed about Super Falcons friendly game against France in Angers, and now we're talking about the Super Eagles list for the double header game against Benin Republic and Rwanda. Benin Republic first in Abidjan, Rwanda in Uyo. So now let's move on to the special episode. Our first, let me put it out first. So we're going to look at the last topic today is going to be the player focus. So the inspiration of this player focus was that we want to look at if these players are performing well for their club, what can Nigeria learn from their performances? What can Nigeria learn from it? How can Nigeria benefit from their club form? How can the coaches too look for a way so that they can actually maximize their potential for their country? So that is why we are doing this player focus. I've not this thing. So that is what led to what this player focus. So my player focus today is going to be this man. His name is called Ademola Lookman. He's called Ademola Lookman. Nigerian international, was born in London and actually played for England at under-8 competition. He won the under-20 World Cup with England before he switched his allegiance to Nigeria. He played for Nigeria in one tournament